guys, I'm Michelle Nunes. I'm here with Short on Shorts, and to my right are all of the hosts of this show. First, we have Kevin Allen Jackson.
Hi.
Next to him, we have Maria Perry.
Hello.
And across the table, I love his laugh. Isn't it the cutest?
God,
Why did you?
Isn't it the cutest little old man wheeze?
I know. The old man wheeze. It's a cute old man wheeze.
Gosh.
And this is Brett Erlich, ladies and gentlemen.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, Brett.
Are you guys ready to enter fan film world?
Always.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? Are you
Do I have a
excited about
choice?
this?
We didn't
It seems like you're a little reluctant. Seems like
We
Kevin's
had
like,
no
"Ugh."
choice.
I can tell by your.
Yeah. But go for it. Introduce the film.
All right, Star Wars: The Sable Corsair. That's what we're reviewing right now. It's an official fan film written and directed by Jeff Henderson that follows the crew of a crash-landed smuggler ship on a hostile planet. The film, put together and shot in under a week following the newly implemented strict guidelines set forth by Lucas Entertainment earlier this year, it won the title of Audience Choice in the 2016 Star Wars Fan Film Awards. Strict guidelines.
Wow. It sounds so much more interesting when you say it.
Before you tear it down, which is imminent. Just know this is the best it gets.
Yeah?
According
what
to
does that
people
mean?
who love this.
Oh.
According to people who
The
love
audience for the film. I implore you to take that into consideration. But since I feel like what's that?
I think that the time constraints are important too. To know that there was a limit
this. Yes.
to which, like, the resources were limited.
Yes. In under a week. Typically, a lot of films, you shouldn't care about that.
I actually know how long it was shot.
How long was it? How long
Because
was
I interviewed the lead actor and the director.
You did?
I did.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys want to show that clip real quick, Charlie?
Everybody was really game, like really game. Because it's not like, oh, show up at this diner and we're going to do a little talkie scene. This was the middle of the Sahara. This
It
was
was
the
in
middle of the
Glamis.
desert.
Glamis,
yeah,
right?
and
California.
Like rolling dunes as far as the eye can see. And we had sandstorms and windstorms and all kinds of disastrous stuff happen. And we had like close to 60 people show up between all the stormtroopers and all the crew. And that's a big ask for 3 days of those conditions for no pay. And everyone was amazing. I mean, really amazing. It's really, to this day, it's still humbling where I hear myself say that. I'm like, I wouldn't have done that for me. Were they crazy?
So what you're telling us is they had a week, but they only used 3 days.
Yes, God.
Yeah, but I think that has to do with budgeting, and they must have done stuff afterwards. Like, they had to edit, right?
Yeah.
So maybe it was 3 days of filming,
Okay.
and then the rest of the week was used to edit and put sound in.
And put lightsaber fights.
They did.
Those are great.
Yes.
The sound was actually from the actual Star Wars footage.
Yeah. Oh,
Like,
really?
they supplied sound effects to all of the filmmakers.
Oh, they have like a library, right?
So
They
you
have a
can't
huge
just-
library, yeah.
Not just anyone can go make a Star Wars fan film and not get sued. Like this is like license. You go ahead. You seem
Right.
to be we deem you worthy of,
It was a
carrying the
competition,
man.
right?
Yeah.
Here's the thing, though. Like, Star Wars is actually pretty chill with their fan films. They have some hard and fast rules about, like, no, there can't be, like, Princess Leia having sex with people. But for the most part,
Well, that seems to have been broken in various websites I frequent.
well, yes, but you'll notice that they have weird versions of Leia. Like
Right.
Princess Leia or whatever
Leh.
it is. No, but this is specifically for fan films entered in competitions that can then become official fan films.
I know how people can dislike fan films. Like, I get it. There is a certain, like, energy behind it frequently, and like, the guys, aren't we having a good time feel to what it must have been like on set. A certain, it might seem a little corny to people, but there's definitely like this camaraderie of people who are watching folks who have grown up loving something, executing it in the way that they feel, pays homage.
This is like the Quidditch of filmmaking, you guys.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
This
it's
is
a
the Quidditch of
subculture. It's for
filmmaking.
people who love it. And
See, I don't know. Look, there's nothing inherent in fan fiction or fan films that says they have to be bad.
No, you're right. You're right.
I mean, you can, there's no, if it's a fan film, there's no time limit on how long you have to make it. It could be a production like any other production.
Right.
But
The
this
issues
one-
with this is that it was part of a competition that had strict rules, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And to me, this is, I
And
mean...
we've reviewed competition films before.
No, I know, and it's just yet another cautionary tale of what happens to the story when you're doing it for a competition.
what do you think didn't work in the story?
I think that the story itself could have been further developed to avoid certain pitfalls, but mostly it was the acting.
Feels super episodic to me. It feels like we are in the middle. We picked up.
Exactly. That's
on the
another
end of
problem
one.
with it. Yes,
And I like that. And that's a format. That's
Right.
that's a short format online specifically
Right.
in terms of how I watch this. I kind of, I see how people can go like, come on, that's like a water bottle when they're,
Right.
and it's not a lightsaber holster, or whatever it was. But for me, I'm like, there's a certain camaraderie that's in there with like, we did this with nothing, man. We drove out to the middle of the desert. It was good. And there's a lot of shorts where I don't let that factor in.
Right.
But with this kind of stuff, I don't know. I kind of like it. And I like that they're like, they're using that stuff. And then there's these hyper realistic lightsaber effects.
Right. No, what's amazing about this movie is that the visual effects are okay. I mean, especially for the amount of time that they had, both the visual effects and the on-set special effects. I mean, they're great, especially for a 3-day shoot, right? It's just that I just am never that forgiving, right? I mean, if you can make all kinds of excuses about why a movie is good or why it's bad, in this case, they can say it's because we shot it in 3 days and it had all these limitations on it because it was part of a competition. As a viewer,
Right.
I should be able to go to it and it doesn't matter, right? I mean, I don't care. I just want to be entertained, right? So I'm either entertained or I'm not. And I wasn't because I felt like, and it's not that I think that they couldn't do better. It just, they didn't. I can only take what I see on face value, and this just, I don't know. For me, it was there was no fun for me.
I thought that it really highlighted the power of a good score and sound effects, because when, like you said, when the lightsaber kind of came out, it was Pavlovian to all of a sudden feel more connected to the original.
And that's the one
and it
thing
elevated
they didn't create. That's
Right.
the one part of it they didn't create.
But I don't know. I just think it was interesting to become aware of how much of a character the sound is, because usually we take it for granted, which is, it's not really about the film itself. It's more just about filmmaking. But it was a fun note to be like, oh, it feels so real because of that lightsaber sound.
Yeah.
All those shortcomings I took as like delightful camp. And that's why I give it 3.5 shorts.
Okay, that's fair. Watching it, I definitely, being the costume and prop person, was like nitpicking. But then I remembered that in actual Star Wars, there's a like side plot in the extended universe that's gone now about a guy in the background who runs out holding an ice cream machine, and it turns out, because it's an actual ice cream machine, props handed it to him, and then the extended universe was like, no, that was like super secret rebel secrets, and he just saved everybody by running out in the background holding an ice cream machine. And knowing that's actually part of Star Wars, you can't look at this and be like, no, this is terrible, because that's what it's what it's coming from. That's what it is paying homage to.
Oh my goodness.
So I'm gonna give it 4 stars.
Shorts.
All right.
Or shorts.
4 shorts.
Darn it.
Even.
4 shorts.
Yeah.
Because it's fun, even if everyone is shouting. Why are we shouting?
Why are we shouting? Interesting that you seem to like it much more than I did, and your shorts rating is only a half short higher than mine. I would give this 3 shorts. It's just not my thing.
I gave it 2.5 shorts. Excellent score. I mean, I learned later that it wasn't their score. I thought, man, they did a really good job imitating Star Wars sounds, but they didn't do it. Anyways, decent cinematography, decent acting, so just right in the middle.
What was yours again?
4.
4, so that's 13. So we are at
13/20ths. I don't know. I don't know how to do that.
Did I add
3
that
and a
right?
quarter?
4, yeah.
Is that possible?
3 1/4.
It's
3
almost
1/4?
lunchtime for us, just so you guys know at home.
Yeah. 3 1/4 shorts.
3 1/4 shorts. So what do you guys think? Give us your thoughts after watching it by clicking the link below. You subscribe to this channel, or go ahead and join the dark side. See you next time.
Also, be sure to check out my interview with director and lead actor of the Sable Corsair in the link below the link of the film. You got that? I know you do.